What if there was a way for you to be able to create a group coaching program and it doesn't take a ton of resources to do? It doesn't take 10 years of experience to get comfortable with coaching. What if there was a way you could just get on top of it and start helping people in a group? So I'm gonna be showing you specifically how do we do that today using Skool. I've been in this industry since 2015. I've gotten hundreds of people in my group coaching program called the Playbook, the Coaching and Speaking, and I'm gonna show you specifically how you can do that today using Skool. So let's dive right in. So first thing is understand that group is more than one. We understand that, and you don't have to have dozens of people at one time in order to create a group. What you'll do is you'll create a school community. This school community is going to have a bunch of free members. So what you do is you create a free school group. In that free school group, you're going to invite as many people to that group as possible that you will consider your ideal clients. And then now there's some new school features that give you the ability to upgrade them into what they call tiers. So now you'll get, let's just say you got 20 people in your free group, And let's say you call all 20 people and 5 of them decide that they want to join your coaching program. Then what you'll do is you will literally just change the tier that they're in inside. This is a brand new feature. You change the tier that they're in, and then now they can get access to certain calls. And I'll share my screen shortly and show you what some of these features look like in order to host your group coaching program. But you can change their tier. You can give them access to certain information on your calendar. You can give them access to certain courses, digital courses that only those members could watch and review and log into, and then not other members. So there's a lot of way that you can separate people who are free versus people who are paid, and you can host it all in one group. How I'm using this, and I just made an announcement to our PCS members. I said I'm taking our group that I have a paid group in Facebook that don't have nearly as many members as the the school, at least active members as the school. And I said what I'm gonna do is I said actually I'm gonna shut down my free group, although it has thousands more people, but is more, I'm getting more activity on Skool. So I'm shutting down my my public Facebook group that's just for general coaching members. And then I'm also shutting down, I said this to our PCS members, I said, I'm also shutting down our Facebook group. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take y'all and y'all going to start showing up and being active in our school group, in our school community. And now that I can separate everybody, and you can only, the people who want to jump on the calls, I can literally put it on the calendar. And you go, and so let's say if you're not a member and you try to click on it, it's going to say that you have to upgrade, right? It's going to say you have to sign up in order to access the information to even get on the Zoom call, right? And any other, courses and everything else. So I'm mentioning this first to you from a functional perspective. Functionally, you can do it on Skool. So that's the first thing. If you're looking at this from a confidence perspective, confidence, just understand that if you can help one person, you can help more than one person, right? So all that really means is you could have 3 people and be happy with a group. Because when you think about a group, it's just more than one person on a call with you. If you could do a one-on-one call with somebody, then you can do a group call with more than one person. Okay, Coach T, well, how would I sell this? How would I position this? So you'll position this where you will focus on making sure that you tell people, I'm going to coach you one-on-one. As I'm coaching you one-on-one, I'm also going to give you a bonus. And this is how you have to position it. I'm going to give you a bonus. A bonus is, as I'm growing my clientele and getting more members, we're going to start meeting on an ongoing basis. So as I get more people, and then guess what? Once you get your second person, you're good enough to get a group. It's right. It's you and it's 2 other people on a call together. Congratulations. That's a group. Right. So that's a group. So then now what you'll do is say, hey, every week at this day, at this time, we're going to do a group meeting. You can set it up as a ongoing meeting, same day, same time, and do it that way, which I prefer. Like that's, would you believe I started my coaching program, the PCS program. I started this I launched it in 2018. 2018. Every single Tuesday for the last 7 years, I've been on this call every single Tuesday, right? Obviously, if it's a holiday or if it was something extreme happening, but every week, same day, same time, I was on this call, on a Zoom call, and I'll invite our members on, and we would do question and answer. I would train. I would bring on speakers every single week. And guess what? People know it. They know it. They know it. They know it. They know what time. I don't change the link. Same day, same time, same information, same link, same everything. So then now it becomes a habit. So that it's very good to train your clients to do that if you have that ability. It's like remember the shows that we used to watch, and it used to come on the same day, same time, and you already know you're gonna be in front of the TV watching this show, watching this movie. Power comes on the same time, whatever it is, it comes on the same time every single week. And so then now you're ready for it. So it's the same thing with your coaching program. So that's one option. Or another option is you can, if it's an intimate, if it's small, you could just say, hey, I've been thinking about this time or this time. What time works for you guys? And you could literally have a group chat on your phone, and you could just text them, come up with a common time for the week, and do it that way. It's a little bit more work, but it's more flexible. So you'll be able to have both of them come on to your group call. Either way, you can do that, and you can do that with more than one person, and you position it as your one-on-one is the core offer, but you get this as a bonus, which is more training where you don't just learn from me, but we're all coming together and we get to learn from each other. And that's a bonus, and I'm going to give that to you at a future date. So that is how you position it. Now, how do you do the training on this? So I'm gonna tell you how do I format trainings for group coaching programs, and then I'm gonna go to the logistic aspect of it, of how you're gonna leverage the features inside of Skool in order to host this group coaching program. So how do I think about topics? So when you have an audience, right, you should have, and if you don't, you need to do this immediately, or you need to work with me or go through some of our previous trainings on here. But you should know your goal for what your ideal clients are facing. You should also know the problem that's preventing them from achieving this goal. And you should have the steps that it takes in order for them to solve this problem and achieve this goal. So your step would be, I have a 12-step process. It could be in order, or it doesn't necessarily have to be in order, but they have to achieve these 12 things. I like 12 because I like a 12-week coaching program. So that's just me. However, when I say 12 weeks just means 12 weeks for them. That's to be real. So you could do a 12-week coaching program, right? Which means that there's 12 weeks there with you specifically if you're going to do start and finish. I actually do I also like to do an annual, where essentially you jump on a call with me every week, and we're on a call every week for a year, and every year you renew your membership. You can pay monthly, you can pay annually. So it all depends on how you want to do it. But the simple thing for most people, especially if you're going to be using Skool, it's charge a monthly price and you get on a call with them every single week with your group. That's the simplest thing that you can do. And then you have your 12 steps, which these are the 12 things that it's going to take you to overcome this problem and achieve this goal. And here's the kicker. Every single week when you get on a call, you just teach one of those steps or one aspect of those steps. That's all you got to do. Fundamentally, I teach the same things pretty much. I just teach derivatives of those different things. So like I'll teach, so for example, here's the core things I've been teaching literally for like since 2018, since the inception of this program. This is basically what I teach. I basically teach you how to coach, so you actually know how to help people. I teach you how to create offers and put together your curriculums and do your pricing. I teach you how to put out content, different types of content, strategies for content, being more productive with content, batching content. I teach you how to do lead generation, organic and paid advertising, and I teach you the multiple various different ways to do that. And I teach you sales, and I teach you mindset. So that's pretty much all I teach, right? So now, but there's a lot of different aspects of each one. So there's a lot of this. I could literally come up with 1,000 subtopics for every one of them, right? If I'm teaching lead generation, I could teach you leads on different platforms. I can teach you that. I can teach you, if I'm teaching you about putting together a coaching program, right? I could teach you one-on-one. I could teach you how to do group coaching programs, right? I can teach you how to teach in that side of that program, right? I can teach you how to keep clients inside, keep your members inside of that program. I can teach you how to price the program. I can teach you how to come up with the curriculum for the program. You see what I'm saying? So I'm giving you all of the different subtopics I can do for that. If I'm teaching you content, I could teach you different platforms on how to do content differently for each platform. I could teach you how to do live versus webinar versus Instagram Reels versus stories, right? I can teach you that. I can teach you what I say in each one of the videos. I can literally teach you how I tell stories for putting out content. I can teach you how to be more confident when speaking on video. So there's thousands of topics that I could teach for each and every one of my steps. And that's the point. So in terms of teaching in group, well, what do I talk about? You literally talk about the things that they need to master in order to achieve the goal that you're pushing them towards. So that is what you're teaching. Okay. So we know what we're teaching. You know where you're hosting it at. You're hosting it on Skool, and you understand that you're in terms of the offer, you're adding it as a bonus. So there's no expectation that there's going to be you don't need an expectation of that. You just say, I'm working with you one-on-one. I'm giving you a bonus. And as I get more members in, we're going to start doing a weekly call. As soon as you get your second client, you say, hey, we're going to start doing weekly calls now on this day at this time. Or, hey, we're going to start doing weekly calls now. What's your availability next week? What days, what time? These are the days and times I'm thinking. What are you guys thinking? You can do this in a text. And then you just pick a day and time and y'all all get on a call for like an hour, like a Zoom call for an hour, or Skool. You could do one of the Skool calls, do the Skool Zoom calls for like an hour, and then boom, you good. And then if you did that inside of you could create a whole separate group for your clients, but I would just recommend just create one group for that as a free tier and a paid tier. And then you just create a weekly call on a calendar each week that only the people that are at the paid tier can access. And that's where they have, and then that's where those people will be able to jump on the Skool calls. So hopefully that makes sense. So with that, let me share with you. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna walk you through what that actually looks like in real time, right? So this is our group, right? So for example, what that would look like is this. You have your community feed. In your community feed, you would have your free members and your paid members could comment, right? So at the time I'm doing this right now, we got 358 members. So I can do my free and paid community members will be on here. Now, here's the thing. I could do a so like for example, I would create resources for my paying clients, right? So for example, let's just say this was a course that I will only have for my paid tier. Then guess what? They would already have access to it because I can assign them access to, to be able to join. That makes sense, right? So that's what you want to be. That's what you want to do. You can assign each and every person access. You would just literally go under members. You can choose any of the members that are inside of the group, and then you can assign them a membership. You could essentially assign them a membership label, right? And then there you go. So then now I would get them access to this course. So then now when they join, if you want to give them access to a course, you can give them access to a course, right? So if I want to give them free resources, I could have them download slides, PDFs, everything, things of that nature. If I wanted to do If I wanted to give them access to a course, I can go in and give them access to a course, which by the way, if you have not this course right here that you're looking at, how to be a highly paid coach, this course is now a paid course. Is $49 for this course. So if you want access to this course and you have not commented free masterclass yet, make sure you comment free masterclass, and I would give you access to this course for free. We're doing onboardings. So that's just a side note for you being a part of this group. You do get this for free. You could pay for it. It's $49, or you can get it for free by just commenting free masterclass. So that's just a little side note. But I can sign this to whoever I want to sign this to. And just so you know, it really is $49, right? If you look at the purchase price. All right. But you can create these courses for your members only. Like, so even for this one, I just created an onboarding. So like, let's say if you leveled up and you became one of our PCS members, I actually just created onboarding, right? So I got onboarding steps. I got, with different links and stuff like that. I got, I have onboarding slides, what it looks like when you come into. This is for my paying members. And I'm saying this for you. So when you get new members that come in, you can actually have a few courses just for them. I have an onboarding course when you first become a new member. So you can do that here and create all kind of new courses for them. You can also have a calendar. On your calendar, you can create something specifically for your paid members. So for example, and I haven't added our new members yet. This is something I just did. But like, let's just say you have a weekly training. So let's say weekly training for members, right? And this is for your paid members, right? You can name it whatever you want. But let's say for your paid members. Okay, great. You put your day and your time. You do how you're gonna do it. So I would do it as a Skool call, right? But you could do it as a Zoom or whatever. And then guess what? You could do your description, you do your upload, and look what this says. This is a brand new feature Skool just dropped, like literally, like I think maybe like a week ago. And now I can give access to members that are at certain levels. I can give access to members that are at certain tiers. So now, and I can give access to members, and I actually didn't really know that. I can give access to members that have certain courses, which is dope. So now I can differentiate and have calls just for these people, which means this changes the whole game for you, which means you got one community. You don't have to manage a bunch of them. Have your paying members only get access to this. If somebody's not a paying member and they try to click on this calendar invite, what's going to happen is it's going to basically tell them to upgrade and pay. Now, in this case, this one, my Mentorship Mondays is for everybody. But if I wanted to, and you try to like access this link, I don't even know if they show it to you. But if you try to access it, they won't let you access the call. So that's what it is. All right. That is so that's the calendars, right? So then you got your members that you can assign memberships. You can do leaderboards, so you can have people do you can have your most active members, and you could do giveaways, you could do competitions, you could do a bunch of things like that. But just on a basic level, this is good. When you're getting ready to go live, it'll obviously say that you're live. So we're live right now. And then you also have your different categories of content. So you'll have your members, your group members, they'll post their wins for the week. You have welcome. This is everybody who you welcome into the group. So they'll go on to welcome. In any other categories, we post all of our live trainings under the live trainings. So now if somebody want to come back and just see all the live trainings we did, I go back and all the live trainings are there. By the way, when you do that and you create a post, you have the ability to select what category it is in. Then you select the category, and then that's how these become these categories here. All right. But I'm saying that to say that this is not complicated. This is something that you can do. You can host your own group coaching program on Skool, and you can do it for literally, pennies on the dollar, whatever plan you want to use. And you can have one group, one community. You can have literally, as long as you have two people, two clients, you can do this group. You can do this group thing. And then you can give them access to courses and you give them access to calls all in the same group. And you can have it on a calendar. And you can get them digital courses and digital content and digital downloads and PDFs and all of that stuff in there too. And you're hosting it in a single location is just literally changing their membership levels. So this is what I found to be the easiest way to create and host a group coaching program today. And with it, and it continuing to level up school. And so if you want to add that as a additional bonus to your offer, that'd be a great idea. So right now, if your thing has been, hey, I'm just doing one-on-one coaching, I got a couple of clients, or I don't have any clients yet, then you can literally just say, hey, I'm also going to give you as a bonus access to my group program. And we're going to start that at a future date as I get more clients, and we'll all come together. So now I'm not just teaching you, you're also getting and creating relationships with other people that are also in this niche or in this industry or going through the same problem as well. All right. So that is how we do group coaching programs. If you really like this, you're like, yo, Coach C, this is dope. I'm going to give you access to the free masterclass. Just go ahead and put free masterclass in the comments. And I'll give you access to, the, like I said, I'm going to give you access to the how to be a highly paid coach. And or you could just buy it for $49. But if you're watching this right now, you might as well just select a free masterclass, and then I'll give you access to it for free. I want everybody to be onboarded so I can actually help figure out what your problem is. All right. So we're going to be doing a lot more fun things within a group in this community. So I'm excited for you. I'm glad that you're here. I want to make sure that you're active. One other quick thing too, as you're watching this, inside of this group, you cannot comment unless you do. I mean, you can't create your own post. And I believe is unless you do at least 3 comments or comment on somebody else's post. Essentially, you got to be active in a group, commenting and providing value when you see other posts. It could be on my posts or anybody else who's qualified to create posts in a group. So if you've noticed that you cannot create a post inside of this group, that's because I've set it up that way for the people who are the most active to be able to create your own posts. So if you want to be able to create your own post, you just need to comment on the any of my posts that you see. Like you could comment on this training right now, or comment on anybody else's post as well. All right, and then you can start creating your own posts, start posting your own wins. We have a roast category. So if you want me to give you feedback in real time, you can ask me questions and then tag it as roast, and then I'll give you my honest criticism and feedback on that. All right. So if any of that sounds good, make sure you go do it. Watch this as many times as you need to. Comment masterclass for the free masterclass. And remember this one thing, slow motion is better than no motion. Let's work.